Say it with me now. Lineage of evil. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first heard this story, I wasn't really shocked, okay? To tell you the truth, and I think most black people weren't shocked upon having this story come up in our news feed because I already knew this, all right? When it comes to the story, as a matter of fact, I think I said this verbatim in the last video, where many of these white Ignants fear that they're losing their hold on the country. And the older it gets, the more palpable that fear is. And they are trying to instill that fear that they have in a newer and upcoming generation. That's why you see a lot of these incels. That's why you see a lot of these school tragedies that are happening that are taking place predominantly by the white community, because they feel a certain isolation from the country. When it comes to post-traumatic slave master syndrome, that's credit I'm giving to Dr. DeGroy in her book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, because you have to understand they have a lineage of not suffering any consequences. They have a lineage of always being told, hey, they're in the right. They're doing great things. You're helping this country, you understand? You're putting them in a better position. This isn't colonization, but it's for the betterment of this place. It's for the betterment of these people. They've always been positioned in the spotlight as they are the victor. They are the bringers of justice and freedom. They've never been told a different perspective. And you can see this as it's represented in the history books of this country. But nevertheless, that is what many of them are going through. And the greater way to have an understanding is to understand their perspective. So when you hear them talk in such a manner of, oh, what's going on? What's happening to the country? Oh, this and that. When you hear such fear, you have to understand that it's real. It's real to them. And even though we are looking at like a minuscule of justice, right? Because the same justice that has been brought upon them hasn't even gone anywhere close to touching us. We have got this amount of justice when it comes in this country. So when the tables are turned, just even a minuscule, just a minimal amount when it comes to the reporting, when it comes to highlighting certain stories, they feel, oh, look, they could do anything that they want. But if I do something, I'm the bad white guy. Okay, they're gonna attack me. And I want you to understand, it's the same thing when they complain about commercials. Oh, there's so many black people in the commercials. We're all the white people in the commercials. Same thing when they talk about the media, films. It's the same thing. Now, they haven't experienced this being white. They haven't experienced this. We have. Now, the only difference is we're numb to it. We're used to being told our skin is bad. We're used to being seen as the villain or the crackhead or the drug dealer or this or that. That's how they have tarnished blackness in this country, in the media, in entertainment, in the news coverage. This is bad. These group of people are good. Now, when it flips, where it's this group of people are bad and this group of people are being wrongfully persecuted, they lose their minds. The story that I'm talking about is that you had this reporter who left behind the recorder in this local meeting. Down to, tale as old as time, right? The oldest trick in the book. This reporter caught these three officials, two sheriffs, and then one jail administrator. And what they go on, what they catch on this recording is wild, bro. That you have the sheriffs complaining about how they can't lynch black people. I kid you not. They're talking about, well, back in the day, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. Back in the day, you just hang somebody from a tree, take them down to so-and-so, right? And they talk about how they know Mud Creek, how they have two big holes. They know where two big holes are. They're talking about killing a journalist. They're joking about this woman who perished in a fire, all right? Talking about, yeah, the body's falling apart. It's just like barbecue. That's what they're doing.
In the clips, it appears the officials were talking about plans to beat, kill, and hide the bodies of that same local reporter and his father, making barbecue jokes about a local woman who died in a recent house fire, and complaining that they could no longer lynch black people.
I realized, like your job, I heard the other day, I heard 10 or 12 people going to the sheriff. I said, let's get 20. They don't have a clue what they're getting into.
Oh, yeah,
not
because
this day and age.
But everybody.
I'm gonna tell you something. If it was back in the day, when Alan take a damn blackjack, whoop their ass, and throw them in the cell, I'd run for sheriff.
Yeah. Well, it's not like that no more.
I know. Take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the damn rope.
Yeah.
But you can't
And
do
the
that.
thing about it is,
They got more rights than we got.
What they really don't know is
and that's the thing about it. 20 years ago, I would have done something like that. I mean, 20 years ago, I wasn't in a political position. You know?
they're insignificant in my life.
Yes.
Really, they bring
Don't
that
say
to the
this, you
table.
know.
What goes around goes around.
It will. I told you it will.
Yeah.
I know where two big deep holes are here. We need them.
We actually told the truth.
I've known 2 or 3 hitmen that are very quiet guys
Yeah,
and would cut no mercy.
yeah.
Now, I want you to understand, if you think this is just exclusive to Oklahoma, then you're out of your mind. I guarantee it's happening in the LAPD, the Sheriff's Department. I guarantee it's happening all throughout the country. That is very much what's happening. We just don't hear about it, okay? Now, what they try and do is try and gaslight us. Well, where are the racists, Lucas? If this is so racist, where are they? Point them out. Now, you know very well that these Ignants are very good at covering their tracks. They know that once they're along or around family, they don't have a problem speaking their mind, talking like this, just as they did in LA when it came to, hey, they're with the blacks. That's how they speak. Now, the burden of proof is on us to try and find these racists, these anti-black racists, these saltines. No, that's not how that works, especially in the history of this country, okay? This history of this country has an anti-black narrative, has promoted anti-black propaganda. This history of this country despise black Americans. So in a country with a history such as that, the onus is on you to prove that they aren't, in fact, anti-black racists. That's what it is, because by default, that is what it is. By default, because that's how this has been set up. That's how the system has been put in place. Now, I understand that many people think, oh, so everybody's racist? No, not at all. Not at all, okay? But if it talks like a chicken, walks like a chicken, dresses like a chicken, hangs around with other chickens, more than likely, I'm going to say it may be a chicken. Do not fall for this con game, because this is how they speak. Republicans and Democrats. The only difference is that Republicans, as I've said, they are very vocal with it. Democrats, I don't know if you all remember the emails that leaked out, Democrats email it. They're a little more, we'll say, civilized with their anti-black racism. Republicans, they want to go back to the good old days where they could just speak it out and do anything they want. Because all the Tucker Carlsons, Laura Ingrams, and the rest of them that galvanize their audience, guess what? There are some Ignants that are in positions of power that will absolutely abuse that power and rile up other Ignants. And we'll have a January 6th, but on a larger scale. Best believe that's what we'll have. And they'll think they're in a race war, and black people will be confused. What is going on? What's happening? Why are they attacking us? You're trying to destroy the country. You're a BLM supporter. That's exactly what will happen. They will gaslight these simpletons into some type of actual race war in their own mind. So I want you just to be aware, be alert, focus on your social awareness, because you can't tell with these individuals, okay? They're unhinged. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, Lucas, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, these some good folks. We all said bad things, all right? We've all said some bad things in our times. How would you like if some of your dirty laundry was exposed, Lucas, huh? How'd you like if we left the recording where you were, huh? Or if I believe they always love to victim blame and deflect. These are tactics that I would say they adopted from their ancestors. I don't know what it is, but it's exactly what they do. They want to forgive and forget when it comes to their vicious and demonic behavior, and they want to expose and highlight when it comes to some of our shortcomings. Okay? That's what they want to do, and then equate the two. Anyways, if you happen to disagree with this video, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which are typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. Well, where are the racists, Lucas? If this is so racist, where are they? Point them out.